first time I shared my life story was with the entire student body at the University of Western Ontario. No kidding. It's a long story, but basically it ended up in the school newspaper. And the title of it? Ian Whitfield, just an average guy. Not the title I really wanted of Ian Whitfield, rock star or superstar. No, just an average guy. I remember the day the paper came out, I went to my psych class of 400 students, and it was one of those amphitheaters, you know, where the doors go in and out at the top, and all the papers were strewn around and open to my story. I was sick to my stomach. I was going, how can I ever get out of this class in this university? And yet I showed up. At the end of the class, about a quarter of the students had left, and one of the guys yells from the top tier. He goes, "Hey, Whitfield, nice story." I'd never met the guy before. About 3 years later, I met another student who said, "I know you. You're Ian Whitfield, the average guy. You were in the newspaper." I remember that story. It really spoke to me. Besides all those people, there are probably many more that I could never talk about because I never met them. But God used my story to touch their lives. What about you? Maybe you feel a lot like I did. I don't want people to know anything about me. I like my bubble, and I don't want to open up. I want to encourage you to listen to God and allow Him to develop the dangerous story that He has for you. Peel the plastic off your life story, as a friend of mine would say. Today, we're going to take a lot of time to dig into our stories even further, and we're going to help coach each other through a peer-to-peer exercise. But first of all, just a word about transitions between the various levels. Transitions can be either formal or informal. A formal transition is where you might invite a friend to hear your life story. Say you've been a part of a course and you'd like their opinion as you develop your story. An informal one is where you might be on a plane or meet another student and they ask you a probing question that opens the door for you to share. We're going to help you understand that as well by the examples that are in your manual. Take a look at them. Practice them. They'll become more natural as you do and as you listen to the Spirit of God. But right now, let's start as we always do and pray for the friends on our friends list.
To get us started, here are a few tips to help you with your structure. Might seem a little awkward at first, but the more you get used to it, it's going to be really natural. Edit and rewrite your story as needed. You know, I can't emphasize enough how important this is. You're not going to get it the first time. It's a process, so keep practicing. Share your story with your other Christian friends. It's going to do two things. First of all, you're going to hone your skills, you're going to feel more comfortable with it. But maybe more importantly, it's going to really challenge your Christian friends to be doing exactly the same thing and developing their life story.
As you work on your life story, you're going to want to help each other get better at it. So we have a peer-to-peer exercise, similar to what we did with the lure. You want to choose somebody who will get up and share their life story. Now, this individual will choose another person in the audience or in your group to give feedback. That person who's giving the feedback will go to their manual, and there's a page that has a T-bar. On the left is a place where you can put down some positive comments, such as, "You know, I really like the way you smile in your story," or "Your opening statement really got me." On the right, you want to put down a few constructive criticisms, such as, "You know, you used a lot of Christianese in there, such as my Lord and Savior," or anything like that. When the person has finished their life story, the other individual will give some feedback using the sandwich method. The sandwich is a bun and meat. That's what it is. The bun represents positive feedback, and the meat in the middle, that's the negative feedback. So you might say something like this. You know, I love your story. Great opening, great smile. I was with you. But I really kind of got lost when you got into the Christianese, and it threw me off. But I really did enjoy the story. You know, your illustration was really good. And if you can develop those things and get out with the Christianese, wow, you've got a great story to work on. This way, as you go through this process with each other, you're going to get better and better. And you can do this both now and in the future. So let's get started. As you can tell, work on your life story can be a lot of fun. God is going to give you many opportunities to share it with people. So as you wrap up, take some time to pray for one another and ask God, who does He want you to share your story with this week?